What's going on, everybody? It's Joey, Valley TCG. Hope you guys are having a good day, a good week. So today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is, as you might see on the screen up here, bulk cards that I have sold that I have earned a decent return on, a decent amount of money on. And in fact, we are going to go through all of these cards today, and then at the very end, we are going to see how much I made from selling bulk cards. And I know some of you guys, I've read some of the comments, you're like, Joey, you're a fool. Why are you talking about bulk cards, right? Why are you talking about like these, penny stocks, if you will? Well, we're just going to go through that today, and we're going to show you how profitable that is. And a lot of these cards, in fact, all of these cards were just sitting right behind me in a bulk pile. So I went through all my bulk after I did one of my videos about bulk cards, and I ended up pulling a lot of those out. So if you haven't pulled these cards out, I want to make sure that you guys understand you need to pull those cards out to make some money back, so make some returns. So we're going to go through these cards today. So first of all, I sold 4 buggies, and this is from Pillars of Strength. As you can see now, I actually sold this a little bit before, so I didn't really get the full value as my name would imply that but I did get a decent amount. I think I sold these for about $3 each. Now they're $4.50 each. Absolutely crazy. Nojiko, this one's falling, so I did sell this for about $1.50, maybe $2, $1.30. Sanji's Pilaf. This one has had a weird valuation, just a lot of up and downs. Obviously, you can get one for 50 cents right now, but I definitely sold mine for around $1.30, $1.40 each. Again, you guys can get this for 80 cents right now. How many did I sell? I guess I only sold 2 of those. But the next one, Sables. So if you guys have opened Starter Deck 03, make sure you're going through that right now, or you're able to go through your bulk. Because Starter Deck 03, there were definitely a few cards in here, like Love, Mellow, that people pulled out initially. But Sables was not a very expensive card, and neither was Don Quixote do Flamingo. So make sure you guys, the SR, so make sure you guys are pulling those out. But boom, here we go. Sables right now per card is $3.25. There are 4 of these in every single Starter Deck 03s. That's a lot. That's a lot of money, right? That's over $12, $13 in every single starter deck. This was a penny card. Let's go back, right? Yeah. Before the beginning of the year, this was 30 cents a card. This is now, it went up to over $5 a card. Now down to $3. So I definitely pulled them out. I sold them around, around this price, like $3.80. Still very strong at $3.25. In fact, just after 4 of these copies, you're already back to almost the price I sold at $3.75. So that is very, very good. I sold 8 of them, all 8 that I had. I opened up 2 of the blue decks once upon a time for the Love Mellows, and thankfully I did not throw this away. Tempest Kick, another one that's been edging up. I think I sold a bunch around this time, $2.50. Now closer to $3 for this. This was not a very expensive card. Again, going back to the beginning of the year, this was like a 30, 40, 50 cent card. How much did I sell? 6 of them. That is a decent return. And the next one, I sold 2 of the Kozuki Hyuris. This one's moving down in price, so if you didn't sell this already, you might have missed your chance maybe a little bit. But again, $2.50 here. Not too much movement, unfortunately. Actually, a lot of movement, although, there's some cheap ones here. $2. people are kind of jumping that to buy full 4 copies or 3 copies or this one. I don't really get why you would buy that instead of something like here, or even this copy. Very strange, and that was today, I believe, as well. Quite strange. But anyways, $2.50, $2.60. You probably have a bunch of these lying around from opening EBO1. This is not a very expensive card. Beginning of the year, 80 cents a card. Now $2.50. The next one, this one, I think still has more upside. This is a very meta card. People are actually talking about potentially maybe we should ban this card, right? So I ended up selling 9 of them. I think it was pretty much all the ones I had. I might still have one or two of them floating around in my bulk, but Wings of the Captain, this is a very opened set, right? So they are going to keep they're going to keep the Blue Nami Blue Nami leader around. So that's going to be part of the meta for a very long time. That card is being reprinted. So this card, people are saying maybe they should nuke this card. So the effect's very powerful. But anyways, so $2 now down to $1.60. A few copies here. Nyx cards, 92% rating on TCG Player. Might as well be like 2% rating, because anything under 98% is a really bad rating. So I don't know if you should buy from him, but yeah, if you are looking for a copy. But if you're looking to sell, definitely I would list this if you have a verified tag Gold Star seller here. List it for like $2.48, especially if you have a few copies, right? But yeah, really nice card, because people, if you open a lot of OPO 6, you probably got a lot of these copies. So yeah, I had 9 of them, and then I sold 1 Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. I sold it for like $4 here, maybe even less than that. I might have sold it for $3. Anyways, with certain now this is $7.50 a card. Absolutely crazy. If you have some of these lying around, you're not looking to use them, definitely sell them. This price almost makes it worth opening a box of OPO6. I said it, $7 for a rare almost makes it reasonable to open, almost reasonable to open an OPO6. So if you're sitting on a box and you've been really eyeing it down, you want to open it up, well, there's some value in it. Let's see if there's any other cards in here that are pretty good to get. I mean, obviously, like we talked about, the Charlotte Pudding. And then, oh wow, this card, Zuru, Blue Zuru Rare. And oh my gosh, of course, you're the one that should disappear. There's just so many cards in here with a ton of value right now. Yeah, wow. And then this one is back to $3, pretty good. But Zuru, $3. Well, this I wasn't expecting to talk about this one, but here we go, and I might pull this out of my bulk. I just went through my bulk. So almost don't want to go through it again, because it is a little bit of work. But at $2.50, almost worth it. Probably worth it. And then Onami here, $1.20. I think I had 1 of them for sale. Oh, nope, I had 6 of them for sale. I'd sold all 6, and then Karatsu sold 3 of these for $1. Around, I think it was sold around this price, $1.40. So still pretty good. And then Gum Gum Red Rock has been red rocketing. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That might get. And ignore that part. Anyways, it's been going up in price. $2.20 something cents. A very good price for this card. I had just 1 copy that I found. So still, if you have those lying around, definitely pull that out of the bulk. And then Don Quixote Doflamingo. This is $3 a card. Absolutely crazy. Again, just going back, this is an SR, so there's only 2 copies of them per blue starter deck, but this far into One Piece, I mean, this card came out like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago at this point, right at the release of One Piece the game. Now it's moving up, $3 a card. If you have some of these lying around, definitely pull this out and yeah, sell. But now for the big reveal. How much do you guys think I made in return for selling all of these cards, knowing that I didn't really top tick a few of them, right? 3, 2, 1. I made $109. This is excluding shipping fees on a lot of the cards I sold. Especially if you bought one copy of a certain card, you're paying $1.31 in shipping. So this excludes those shipping fees charged, but it does include. I mean, theoretically, I did pay some money for shipping, right? Like I did go to Costco and buy forever stamps for like 70 cents each. So not exactly my total income here. There's also TCG player fees, but theoretically, after everything, I did net like $70, right? Which is a decent amount, a very healthy amount for just bulk that I had lying around, especially like this card. I was just going through and suddenly I realized halfway through, like, oh my gosh, this is worth $3. Now it's worth $4.50. Or Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. If you guys are, if you guys are still holding on to them, or if you have that in your OP06 bulk, now it's time to fish it out. Anyways, that's all I had for you guys today. All that is going towards Chipotle. You know what it is. All of the bulk money is going towards Chipotle. And if you watched this far, I am going to be giving away $30 of Chipotle money. I'm going to give you guys a Chipotle gift card. $30 generated thanks to Joey's bulk collection. $30, that's going to be enough for you and your partner to each get a healthy sized Chipotle burrito, maybe extra protein in there as well, or maybe a side of guac. If you don't have a partner, you can get 2 of them for another day. But anyways, this is not sponsored by Chipotle. It is just sponsored by Joey's bulk collection. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment below. This is a video that you guys are that you need to comment on, and then we will enter you into a giveaway in 3 videos. As always, I will announce the winner. And yeah, this is going to be mostly a surprise for people who've made it this far into the video. If people cut out towards the middle or 2 minutes in, unfortunately they didn't hear this. So I want to make this a surprise to those of you guys who are long-term listeners and listeners to the end. So thank you guys for everything. That's it for me today. I will talk to you guys next time, especially hopefully in a few videos you will be eating Chipotle like this guy's eating Sanji's pilaf. All right, that's it. See you guys.